Hello, Twitch. Welcome in, everyone. I think I've got my microphone on now. Sounds like it. How's everyone doing? Welcome in. Happy Friday to you. Give me the weekend. Ooh, weekend. Hey, well. Happy to see everyone in here early. Get this wire underneath my apron here. So we're doing seafood tonight. I was actually able to get calamari. I was actually able to find rockfish. I was a little worried I wasn't going to find rockfish. And actually it turned out that rockfish was pretty easy to find. Calamari, I had to buy a 3-pound brick. So we got lots of calamari. There we go. Let's make some coffee. Oh, hey, I'm almost out of coffee. Might be out of coffee tomorrow morning if I don't refill my grinder. I got another pound hidden over there. Well, I say pound, it's probably 10 or 12 ounces. I don't even know what they pack them as these days. The old days of selling a pound of coffee are long gone. So I'm gonna get started, I think, actually with making mayo tonight, because we need some form of mayo. I could use pre-made mayo for the fish. I'm gonna need some mayo to put some breading on the fish before it goes in the oven. And then I'm gonna need some mayo to make some sort of, I'm gonna call it an aioli. I know that it's not someone who's knows the tradition and knows the history. It's not really an aioli, but we're gonna do some garlic mayo with some good seasoning in there. Got some chilies. Yeah, so that's the plan. About 2 grams under tonight. Oh, 1. I've just been grinding pretty heavy actually here lately. I should probably turn it down a little bit. Usually more like 20, 25, but it keeps creeping up there. Keeps wanting to spend more and more of my coffee money. But at least this isn't what I paid at Starbucks. See, the other day. I was out for, was that yesterday? The day before? It was yesterday. I was out walking to the store. Waiting for the store to open. I had 30 minutes. I didn't feel like walking home. So I went over to Starbucks and had unsweetened green tea. For $3. It's unsweetened green tea. It probably cost them 15 cents. $3. Now I'm complaining, knowing full well that that price of food has little to nothing to do nowadays, especially here in California, with the actual price of what you're paying. Because it used to be labor would be about 50% of your costs. You know, between, not just, like, your paychecks are way less than 50%, but when you count taxes for employees and all the other stuff that you have to pay in for them, it's about half of your business. Yeah, businesses out here, because the cost of property these days, that cost of property, which should be more like 10% of your business operating costs, is more like the 50. So if real estate is pushing that high percentage, yeah. Sorry, labor. Labor ain't any cheaper either, though. Even more crazy is we've got, in city center, we've got people building out kitchens right now. Like, it makes no sense to me. People are going out of business left and right, and there's perfectly good kitchens that could be easily remodeled and refreshed. Nah, but let's just go and build a whole new thing right next door. The thingy glitched. Are you talking about Stream Raiders? It's my closest guess. Okay. Yeah, that happens sometimes, especially if you're using mobile. I've found, just because touch finger isn't that great at touch and hold. Your finger may go across the screens, but they don't all stay connected. Welcome in, Merlin. Happy Friday to you. Should have grabbed the sugar while I was back there. It was actually in my hand. So we got any big WoW fans out there that's had to make all of these for their progression? I did try and pick recipes not just from World of Warcraft, but recipes that it seemed that you needed to do them, or a large percentage of the population had to do them. I mean, when it comes to MMOs, people are trying to get the experience of trying to progress, and it's all about trying to figure out the system. There's a lot of stuff that tends to get skipped by the wayside until they decide, oh, we're getting more XP like this, or it's cheaper to do it this way, and then there's 5 other recipes that everyone ignores. So I tried to do all the recipes that people would recognize and know from the game. There's a fair number of them that the game essentially required people to do or know at some point. As I've said many times here on stream before, I toyed around with Warcraft. I played it a little bit. But I really just couldn't get into it. I'd never really loved the graphics, and like I said, I was just coming off of my divorce to EverQuest, and so I didn't want to get myself that involved in another game. I was getting into college. I was, a little more focused on real life. And so And then we went into my sort of like what I like to think of as like my decade hiatus of games where I just focused on cooking and didn't really do much gaming. Working on fletching. Cheers, folks. Thank you for joining in today. Happy to see all of you with me tonight. Hopefully you're having a great start to your weekend. Cheers. This, of course, going to be the first cheers of the evening since we're making a Long Island iced tea later on this evening. Or, I'm sorry, a South Island iced tea. I even had to go out and get some triple sec. And because I didn't really want to buy a John bottle of triple sec, I bought a small bottle of Contro? I don't know how to properly pronounce that one. Contro? Which is essentially fancy triple sec. You have 11 max levels. Never watched Arrested Development. I saw bits and pieces of it. I know it's a great series. I wish I had gotten to see it. But it was not a part of my viewing. Okay, so I think we're starting with mayo. Oh. Awesome, Merle. So 11 different classes at max level? Is what you were saying there? That completely blew past me. That's awesome. I think I just put this away. I think I just put this bowl away. Calamari's over here, defrosting still. All 3 pounds. Sausage and cabbage. Nice. Low and slow and just let it go and get all that cabbage yummy, full of all that pork flavor. Or maybe you do it a different way. A lot of people are actually barbecuing cabbage by just leaving it on the grill and burning the heck out of the outside layers. I'm not going to be replacing cheese on my pizza with cabbage anytime soon, sorry. And take a moment here and do our battle. We're going to be working on this mayo a little bit longer than this. The battle wants to load. There we go. It's a very interesting map here. I read this as this is support, but not for us. I don't know. All support units gain resist damage. Enemies desecrate the statue by touching it. Only enemy support units get the rain effects from this desecrated special statue. So I read that. I don't know. Do you guys read that as helping us? Because I read that as hurting us if any of the enemies get near it. It doesn't show up very well on stream either. But whatever. Oh, Bun Buns, that was the one that you said you put it in somewhere you didn't want it to be. Oh, don't worry about that. Worked out fine for us. Victory. Will Poker getting them kills at great cost, but doing the damage there. Bun Buns and Will Poker getting some scrolls. We're on a new theme tonight. We're starting a new map. Streamators also just announced Stream Pirates. They've been talking about it for quite a while as potential as coming up. They were working on another game, and it's been an alpha, and now they're going into like public alpha, where they're gonna start allowing people to stream it. Do we go top? Green? Gold or green? I'm inclined to go for the gold myself. Chat has gone for blue over it before, but I haven't heard chat go green over gold. Gold? Let's go for gold. Welcome, Catalina. Thor is granting his blessing onto the battlefield. All melee units gain 30% damage resistance. Yeah, I'm confused because it says only enemy melee units get the rain effects. So it sounds like it's of no benefit to us to do anything but protect it. And it hurts us by fighting near it. I'm gonna put my warrior over here at the top. The top. I'm gonna go no. And then most of us up here, some of us down here to protect from this side. We'll see how we do. Oh, let's put the do not place in purple here. There we go. Awesome. Ooh, we had a whole bunch of quests and other stuff, so let's go take a look at all that. Quests. Yay. Yay. I don't know why I'm getting alert for that. Nothing yet for this. This tank that got me on that when I was going for the warrior. Hey, Celadon. Welcome in. So let's see what we get here. A little bit here. Back to making mayo. We need the mayo for, I said this earlier, but we need this for coating our fish, for baking it, and we also need it for our dipping sauce for calamari, which is defrosting in the sink. Speaking of that, I should probably refresh the water on that. The health department will tell you to keep it under cold running water 20 minutes or so. It's going to take a little more than 20 minutes for 3 pounds, but rather than have water running constantly in all the speakers, I'm going to spare you lovely folks of that and just fill it up in a pan every once in a while. Almost there. Yeah, I don't know if you're quite in here yet or not, not Celadon, but Catalina. I was saying I know with MMOs, there's always recipes that, you know, it's not the cheapest, it's not the most XP, it gets skipped over. I did try and find at least the majority of the recipes being ones required for expansion or expansions progression, or you know, it looked like there was some sort of key part of crafting, rather than, like I said, the stuff that just gets skipped over and no one ever sees. Alright, I'm going to switch over to cheaper sunflower oil at this point. Oops, where's the lid? I need to replace this olive oil bottle. I've been refilling this olive oil bottle. I've got one of those big metal jugs of olive oil. I need to get a better bottle for pouring out of. That one, the cap doesn't hold very well, and it's got sharp edges. I didn't grab the sunflower oil. I put the olive oil back, I didn't grab the sunflower oil. Nice, Caladon. If you got the equipment and the computer to do it in the time, stream it. I mean, I know video takes a lot more time to clean up if you're going to make videos from it, but I have seen so many developers at this point go from, oh, I can do this on Twitch, to actually doing stuff for people. I'm adding more and more oil at a time here as this gets developed too. That first pour of sunflower, I don't know if anyone noticed, but I actually broke this and brought it back because it broke down here and most of it was up there. I slowly incorporated it and it came back. As you also see, this is getting considerably thicker than it started. Isn't there some other huge MMO coming out here in like 2 weeks? Or something that a lot of MMO players are going to play? Or give a shot to? I just know that there's a couple of people that I know that are into WoW that have been talking about. I don't think that's it, Merlin. That's enough juice for what I needed. Oh yeah, that works great. I've made hollandaise in a glass before. With one egg yolk, like I would even do it in a blender normally, but my blender is a bit too large for doing even one or two yolk mayo or hollandaise. If I had one of those like cup blenders, oh yeah, it'd just be 30 seconds. Catalina, what? I just saw a Leroy Jenkins redo video just recently. involving a pet. You don't know what Leroy Jenkins is? Oh, it's a classic staged. Many people think it's real, but staged clip where someone runs into a boss chamber yelling Leroy Jenkins when no one else wanted him to yet. The raid wasn't ready. Okay, good. I actually have Old Bay. I was worried that I didn't have any. Powdered mustard. Leroy Jenkins. I mean, all you have to do is Google it, bun buns, in order to see what it is. It's a hilarious little, 20-second clip. Alright, so we're keeping it simple at this point. We just got lemon juice, mustard, and paprika in there. I'm going to hit it with a little bit of Tabasco. And that's going to be our base mayo. And that's what I'm going to use for the fish. I'm going to take some of it out from this point after I mix this up, and then use the rest for making our calamari dipping sauce. That'll be enough to cover my 2 fillets. Welcome in, Nan Reader. Thank you for that resub. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Alright, so now going into what we're doing for our dipping sauce. Oops, wrong garlic. That one's still sealed. Garlic powder. I'm not going light with that either. Smoked paprika. And Old Bay. And going rather heavy on the Old Bay. Then salt, pepper, MSG. I think I'm actually going to whisk in a little more oil into this other batch. And then this is going to be thinned out with something. I haven't decided what, though. Sort of debating maybe blending this with that chili, but I don't have a whole lot here to blend. Okay. Maybe we'll just thin that out with a little bit of water. A little bit of water. It's still pretty thick. We'll see. Figure it out a little bit later. That's the base for our dipping sauce for our calamari. We got this for that. Let's get the egg out of the way. We're still a solid block. The block is starting to fall apart, but it's still a solid block of calamari. A little nerve-wracking going in there with their hands, but a little nerve-wracking going in there with your hands and trying to make sure that they're all separate. And T-Bun Buns, now you know what we're talking about. Though I'm absolutely lost to what they're talking about with modern changes. I don't mind them talking about it, though. Slime Cat. That was actually a problem with a lot of things, Merlin. A lot of the dishes from the game are like reminiscent of actual real food dishes, but they'll have ingredients that are, you know, unattainium. Which is different from doing stuff for New World where the recipes were sort of like haphazard. They were more complete, but they were more haphazard, and like they were using like clip art or purchased art, you know, standardized art for their icons. Welcome in. All right, next step. What are we working on next year? I think I'm going to start on my sauce for the calamari when it comes out of the stove, when I'm done cooking it. So we're going to start with one of these chilies. Decide this is the wrong knife to do this with, then grab the right knife to do this with. Well, we're doing a fiery calamari, and so I'm doing a spicy calamari. I'm trying to replicate WoW dishes. I'm doing a viewer redemption tonight from Catalina this week. And so I'm going to do some thin sliced chili. We'll do a hot and sweet sauce. And we'll toss the calamari after they're fried in the sauce. Nah, it's just a standard pepper. The standard chili. It's got a little heat to it, but it's not going to be, I doubt this is even as hot as a jalapeno. At best, it's around the same. I'll do simple syrup here to start with this. But I'm not going to do just water. That's 75% there in the water. We'll do some soy sauce. Grab a drink of water. Awesome. I've already whipped together it's not an aioli, but a mayo of my own with some spice, some other goodness in there. But I'm gonna add a little soy sauce in here. Just the cheapo stuff, not the good stuff. And we'll heat that up. Little Frank's in there too. Oops, bumped the camera there. And why not? And while that's coming up to heat, let's do our battle. Ooh, all sorts of help in here. Welcome in, everyone. Let's see, can we get a killing field around everyone? Not quite. I think that's going to get everyone, though, there. Because you're all covered here, and we'll all have to pass through it. No problem. Victory. Victory! Will Poker getting them kills. Catalina helping us out with the assists. Pauberapa and Gadium getting the rewards. Sorry, I had to turn around, it was bubbling. Sort of got to defend on both sides with this series here. It's a little like they're trying to keep me from putting my spell directly over my army like I usually do. There we go. We'll see what we get in 30 minutes. Over here on the stove, I turned the heat off on this because it has obviously come up to a boil. All that sugar is now nice and melty. Turn the heat back on that now. I'm going to toss the pepper in there. Actually, let's give this a shake and get as many of those seeds out as we can. I might actually throw some Szechuan peppercorn in this if I had some, especially fresh. I wish I could find a fresh source of Szechuan peppercorn in the US. And just back up to a boil just to ensure those peppers have gotten to a safe temp. Have you ever tried to ferment it, Larry? Larry or Clary? Just curious if you've, done the whole honey fermented garlic too. All right, we'll let that sit. That's ready for later. Awesome. Well, welcome in, Larry. Unless you prefer Ian. We got that. We got that. Let's get our breadcrumbs together. I'm going rather slow with things here today because this is a dinner where everything is going to be ready like all at once. We have a fried app, we have a baked main, and a mixed drink. And drain some more water off on these calamari and get some more fresh cold water on them. Merlin. I'm actually pretty sure that I have that same situation on EverQuest. However, it's been a couple of years since I logged in. There's a bunch of guilds that I've got all sorts of alts and all sorts of other guilds, and I don't know if all of them still exist. Let's do a mix and bowl. What's the rule on WoW? Is it, do you need 10 people to make a guild? What's the minimum starting population? It's a bit much, actually. Five, yeah, okay. So realistically, someone could one box that. Well, actually, I don't know how many games you can get going on one system with WoW. That was definitely something I toyed with. What am I putting on my fish tonight? We adding herbs to our fish tonight. Not that. Little dill, a little thyme. I guess people have time for everything, Catalina. Is that just a slash command, or is that something you have to actively do? Welcome in, Trigger. Going heavy with the Old Bay again. Slash dance, okay. Alright, so we got our panko. I added a little lemon juice and a whole bunch of spice in here. And some herbs. This is going to be our crust for our fish when it goes in the oven. That is not it. We were talking before about Chrome being sort of a pain at times. Being reminded of that again today because it seems like every time I go to use Chrome on this computer, it wants to be updated. Just update yourself, program. You haven't figured it out by now, Google? Oh, hey. It's already got parchment on it. Cheat and reuse it. Awesome, Trigger. What you guys having? What's for dinner? What's everyone having for dinner? Well, this is not my idea of a fishmonger. This isn't how you treat fish. You don't wrap it up as tight as possible in a plastic bag and cinch it closed inside of a... I'm very upset about that, to be honest. That is not how you treat a piece of fish. Poor thing. Doesn't even want to lay flat anymore. Alright, I'm going to leave the bones in the fish tonight, rather than going through, spending all the time pricking all those through. I'm just going to know that they're there and eat around them tonight. Go sort of Asian style. Frustrated me no end when I was in China. Everywhere we ate, they just left bones in fish. And not even like there's bones on fish that you don't really need to worry about. There's certainly bones that your body can take care of without a problem. No, they leave bones in fish. No clue, might have some leftover chicken and rice I made last night and might have some breakfast. Okay. Both good options. I almost had chicken and rice last night. I kept it even simpler though. I just had a banana. Let's start preheating our oven. Actually, this is early for preheating the oven. We got to get into frying first. And yeah, we'll just coat these. So I'm taking my mayo. We're going to give these a nice brushing of mayo with our heavily seasoned homemade mayo. Mayo being the secret cooking liquid to many things in this world. I mean, if you think about it, a lot of people that aren't big into seafood, this is like the epitome of the old school chef cooking hack with seafood. just add mayo. If you think of what I put into this, other than a little, like, less than 5% between the vinegar and all the other seasonings that I put in there, there's nothing but oil and egg here. And so this is just all going to create great flavor and color. Especially if you use good oil. Bun Bun's outing herself. Who you cheating on me with? By the way, I'm completely kidding with that. I assume just about all of you have probably a couple of tabs open. Or you're doing something else. You're working around the house, you're vacuuming, you're doing crafts, making dinner yourself, watching your friends make dinner for you. Alright, so I didn't use up everything there, but I don't really need a little bit more right here on that one, but we're just coating this. I don't need a ton on the rest of the plate. Should have judged that a little better. Alright, I'm going to let this sit while we do our other projects here. Well, I think it's about high time I have myself a proper drink. These are feeling like they're almost there. Yeah, they're almost there. We're actually gonna have to clean these squids. I hope they've at least been debeaked, but we're gonna have to take the rib out of the... Mythic Sylvanas. That's also a thing with MMOs. How do you pronounce half of the things in them? Like, they come up with these fantasy names for everything, including the game itself. And then it takes you having to go to, you know, their convention or even figure out how people say things. Sylvanas. Do I want to drain these first before we do our drink, or... Yeah, let's drain these. Squids are draining. Ice for both of these. Oh, I need this for shaking it. Laid siege to Lord Arion. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so we're starting with our booze. We have 4 clear liquors and triple sec. And I'm going to judge just short of an ounce here for each of these. About 3/4 of an ounce. So that's gin. Rum. That was maybe over. Oh, I don't have a Blanco. I thought I had a Blanco tequila, but I guess we're not using a purely and vodka. Welcome in, Maz. and Contra, which is instead of triple sec. Surprise, does that have a lid that... Nope, that's just intended to stay that way. Thanks, Catalina. So we got our 5 liquors. We're gonna need a little lemon juice. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that, Catalina. Alright, what else am I forgetting here? A little bit of sugar. Because I'm skipping the simple syrup. We need a bit more ice in here. Just a little Coke. That's a little dark. A little heavy on the Coke there. Mexican Coke. At least that's what everyone around here calls it. It is imported Coke that's been produced for Mexico with cane sugar rather than corn syrup. So it's Coca-Cola. Neat photo here with all of our goodies in there. Including the Coke, why not? There we go, there's our Long Island. Let's see if I can't refresh some old college memories here. Actually, I'd probably do better with the rum and Coke, but cheers, folks. Thank you for joining in tonight. Not too shabby. It's a bit sharper than I remember. It's in the ballpark, though. I think it's because of the tequila. I think this isn't a Blanco, so it's got a little bit of a harsher, woodier flavor. I need to stop that. Just for later with dinner, after I'm blitzed from Long Island. Let's put all of our booze back here. Oops, that goes over here. What was that? What was what? Average citizen drinks a couple of liters daily. Wow. That is a lot of soda. And they don't have obesity problems compared to the... I haven't heard of this. Oh, the Long Island... I missed the Giphy. So yeah, that's looking... Well, looks better in person. Like, I don't know. That could pass for tea for me. That doesn't look like a Coke. I think you bring it back over here and look at it on the screen and it looks much darker. I think the color is okay. Yeah. Almost tea-like, too. Next project is seafood time. These are whole bad boys. I gotta look up how to clean these once again. It has been a while. I know there's a... Oh, our battle's ready, too. No, I want pictures, not... Yep, that's about how I remember it. Yup. Okay. Let's do our battle. Let's go to war. Victory. Will Poker getting them kills. Catalina helping out with the assists. Bun Bun's getting the goal. Catalina getting the scroll. Some more goodies for Chef. These little pieces that I'm taking out right now, they literally feel like they're plastic. They're that. I'll take it out of that one. Missed one. Missed two. I thought I went through all those and got the piece out of all of them. Let's give this a double check on each of these. And that was the beak coming up. And beak is gone. Ron Adria back in business? He sort of disappeared after Ebuli closed up. He had a whole bunch of plans and they all just sort of disappeared. Great chef. I've got several videos of his. I've got several of his books. I've got several of the Ebuli books. Yeah. That's not what I wanted to cut out there. That is not squid ink, that's squid eyeball. And that's the goodies that we get to get rid of. Debating how many of these I want to do. Like I said, I got 3 pounds of them here, so I got a few more I can do. But that right there is already a decent... That's already more than I did last time I made calamari on stream. Nut juice? We talking about nut juice in chat? Most of the stuff in the sea are just big bugs. Oh, how did humans first find the... People starving of hunger will eat just about anything. Uh-oh. I don't know if I want to even continue with that one. Yeah, let's just be safe. That little fin that came out of that last one was rather broken. Not very happy. The ones that get me are like fish bladder. Like, we use fish bladder and all sorts of stuff. And where did we get to the idea of using that? Yeah. Hmm? One or two rows of suction. Not sure, Merlin. We got that nicely rinsed. I'm gonna clean up the board here. People debate just about anything. But I'm not sure what you're necessarily referring to, even though it's a discussion still. We're not done with you. We're just rinsing you off. And I got a couple bags of squid to pack up here. I don't know what I'm gonna really do. I think I'm gonna try and refreeze some of this. It's usually a bad plan to do that, but I am not gonna go through 3 pounds of calamari here this week, especially with already having plans. So, not 100% sure what to do. But I do need some more water in that pan. Squid and ramen. I was sort of thinking maybe refreezing them and using them for squid tacos for one of the taco nights. Squacos. And then I'm just going to use the water in this pan, force all the air out of the bags, so they're at least somewhat close to sealed tightly. You can pretend it's a Murloc. Is that the right one? Am I remembering those right? Alright, so now we're gonna slice these into our rings for our actual calamari. I'm trying to remember if you're supposed to skin these too, because you can take this like outer, yeah. Okay. So I was right. You can take the skin off, but it's optional. If you want those perfectly clean white tubes, feel free to peel the skin. I'm not going to waste my time. I don't remember him as cute either. I remember him as being like the reason you didn't go to beaches. Now, this doesn't seem like a huge order at this point. But you have to consider, each one of these rings that I'm cutting is going to be battered and fried and be like 5 times as large once it's done. This is going to be like more than a full plate of fried calamari here. Oh, I just skipped WoW. I completely understand where you're at, Catalina. I mean, I traveled from the Midwest to Vegas to go to the EverQuest get together, I think. I think it was EverQuest. Do you both WoW players, or? Obviously, at one point he was. Oh, so that's why the long-distance relationship worked out. You were spending all the time in WoW anyways, together. I gotta be honest with chat. I get a lot more squeamish when it comes to seafood than it does other meats. Like, taking those apart was more of a challenge for me than taking apart any land animal. And if only because there's so much about the oceans that I and the world don't know. And there's so much stuff, there's just enough that I know that makes me afraid of everything that's in the ocean. The whole idea, if anyone's familiar with the tongue louse, that just makes me squirm. Just, oh. Girls who play WoW deserve bigger diamonds. Huh. I'll have to keep that in mind. WoW girls are gold diggers. Okay. Just trying to get all the seafood stuff done and safe, so I don't have to worry about cross-contaminating anything here beyond this point. Getting the strainer cleaned, the pan I used to defrost it all. Taking a sip of my Long Island iced tea. Starting heating the oven to 425 for our fish. I guess fish is all we're cooking tonight. It's just so unusual that I'm doing fish. We don't do seafood here very often. We got a battle to do though. Let's do our battle. Oh wait, we got 2 minutes left. This thing always throws me off. The battle ready. The battle is not ready. Another minute. I'm just gonna sit here and get drunk while we wait though. Before that completely gets watered down. Maybe we'll just use one. Three seconds. We'll wait. We'll do our battle. Will just getting all the kills tonight. Bun Bun's helping out with the assist yet again. Yeah. Will Poker getting the scroll for their healer. Goodies for Chef. We'll see what we get in 30 minutes. Oh, let's go check out the store. Stores, obviously. Updated. Rogue, Vampire, Musketeer. Saint, Flying Rogue. Nope. Nope. I got a new skin. We'll figure that out when I'm off stream. Figuring out the skins takes me forever on this. I don't know why. And there we go, folks. With the help of Bun Bun's Cyber Buster all the way over here. 30 minutes. So here we're going to make our batter for our calamari. AP flour. No worries, Bun Buns. You're fine. A little cornmeal for a little texture, a little crunch, a little texture. Salt for flavor. Let's add some oil to this pan so you can actually get some oil heating up too. We got a flame on the oil in the oven now. So you got salt in there. We need pepper and MSG, other seasonings. A little garlic. A lot of Old Bay. Where'd you go? I'm completely spacing on the last thing that I was going to put in this. Oh, we're going to spice these up a little bit. Little cayenne. 24-hour stream? What do you think I'm going to cook? I don't have that much food in my house. I say that having probably a quarter pig still in my freezer. Spoon wasn't cutting it. All right. And the last individual project of the evening, so we need to cook some rice. I forgot to turn my speakers off and back. Oops. No, Merlin? No response? No one wants to order me 2-hour delivery from Amazon of $5,000 worth of food? That was not enough rice. I need more rice. More rice. I really need to find a new place for that rice. Alright, so heat on the water there, bringing that up to a boil. And besides our both in here. Take half a lime. We'll set that over here with our rice. That's going in there with our rice. Turn the fan on here. And then these can actually just sit in this. We want to keep them individual pieces. You want to make sure we're not packing them in there so tightly that they're all going to mush together into one big mass. What would it take for me to do a 24-hour stream? Besides a lot of food and a lot of mouths to feed. I don't know, that's really something I aspire to accomplish. I mean, I'm not like a lot of streamers where this is their only source, or this is... But basically, Merlin, dry landing space for our calamari once it comes out to season it and drain any of that little bit of excess oil before we toss it with that sauce back there. Yeah, that's not like, that's sort of my, like, I was sort of what I was getting at is you're not going to find streams from me where I'm just, my 12-hour streams that I've done, that's about the worst you're going to see from me from trying to spread things out. I am not a stand here and just talk about the weather and all that good jazz. I feel like I wouldn't I clam up, to be honest. When I'm cooking, I can sit here and say, oh, I'm doing this, I'm changing this, this is why I'm doing this. When I'm chatting, it's just not my forte. I'm not a chatter. I'd like to think I'm productive, but I'm also certainly taking my time and relaxing. Sort of a catch-22. I'm guessing I bought an extra lime, lemon, and chili pepper tonight that I'm not going to use, even though I intended to use all of those tonight. I was thinking of blending that chili pepper into this, but I don't think this really needs it. It does need to be thinned out a little bit, but just so that it's a nice dipping consistency rather than a mayo. Yep. And I have considered other things, like I've considered doing ranking streams and stuff like that. Actually, when I first started on Twitch, I toyed with the idea of doing weekly menu planning on Mondays. And I did a couple of them, but I feel like I'm just there, like, doing what I was doing. I did 5 times faster on my own. I don't know. Oh, dad jokes. At least they're not as dark these days. They've lightened up a little bit with the dad jokes lately. I'm cooking for 2 days tonight. But speaking of that, I'm gonna do a no-no. What is it on Twitch? What is under? It's got to be in the top like 100 games here. Oh, that's not where I want to do this, though. Dope. Chat doesn't even know what I'm trying to do, and I'm sitting here toying with it. There! Now we're in the appropriate game category. Or not really, but... We're doing Warcraft foods. We can at least spend a couple of minutes in the... We'll sit here until... That's not... We're hoping that's not going to happen. But... I used to get after people for cooking and just chatting, which right now it seems like a lot more people are actually doing. I'm getting to the point where I just don't care anymore. I don't know why I cared in the first place. Okay, our water is just under a boil there. I'll put a lid on that just to make sure it doesn't completely evaporate on us. No, what it is, Merlin, is if you look at the food and drink category, if you're like over 100 users, like you're not going to be getting a real benefit from being food and drink. There's not, your discoverability is going to be so much lower being the top of food and drink versus 100 people in just chatting, where you're in a sea of competition and so many eyes from so many different other things can see you, that the people that actually get to that point, that actually have that many viewers, it's to their benefit. Me here at 15, 20 viewers it doesn't really matter. Alright, so for our rice, we got our water boiling already here. I'm going to drop in my half lime and our 2 cups of rice. Give that a bit of a stir. Put the lid back on. Making sure none of this is sticking together. You know, got all nice, separately well-coated seafood here. Yep. And then you have other people that are doing like kitchen shows. Like, I'm forgetting his name. But one of the top end streamers here on Twitch regularly does like IRL kitchen streams, but it's more IRL than it is a kitchen stream, a cooking stream. They'll cook things, but it's not really cooking at all. And so yeah, that's not really it's really Twitch's problem for trying to classify and rejoining and unjoining. I just stream. So we're waiting on our oil to come up to heat here. Our oven's up to temp for our fish, but our fish isn't going to take as long as we're going to have to take to fry here. I did put the rice in here, so I should set a timer for the rice. Not that the rice really needs a timer. In fact, it doesn't need a timer. Skip that. And I don't know if I'm really interested in doing collabs either. I mean, I know all these things are things that are great for growing the channel and getting more viewers and getting more eyeballs. Like, it would have to be someone that, It'd have to be someone that I'm interested in chatting with on things about, which there are not a ton of here on Twitch. I'd probably more interested in trying to find a couple of people I know and have them come onto my stream, but I'm not to the point of wanting to try and, like, no offense, but I'm not going to get anybody coming over here for 15 viewers. Much less some of the people I know. I agree with that, Merlin. They all are defining. I am interested to see what happens here with the tags. I sort of think the tags may disappear as a searching item with them opening them up like this. It's certainly much harder to figure out what tags people are using. Like, the only way you can figure out what other tags people are using is finding them when they're still live. So to know what tags are actually trending, I'm sure someone out there is tracking it, but I can't find it. Warcraft box is hiding my logo. I actually sort of thought that about the teams too, Merlin. Like, I think I got a couple of different... Once I had moved away from the one team that I was with before, it seemed to... I got a couple of different eyes, at least for a short period of time, to say... there's a couple of people trying to keep that team alive, but... it's really nothing but people all there trying to find people trying to get eyeballs. And that's not why I was trying to help out other streamers, trying to work with other streamers, trying to better Twitch as a whole. And instead I just ostracized. Last minute for Stream Raiders. Yeah, I agree with that about labels too. It's like how everyone was using the VTuber tag, even though so many people that were using the VTuber tag weren't VTubers. It was just the tag to get the most... I've said this a couple of times on stream, but it was just the tag that everyone was using to get noticed because it had the best visibility to the tag. Twitch actually now recommends games to me that are like the percent, like they have good ratios of viewers to who's playing them. Welcome back, Catalina. What distracted you? What's distracting? You playing WoW. You've been drinking too many South Island teas? South Island iced teas? Cats. Those big guys look scary. We get. Ooh, this is looking rough. We're losing units quick. Uh-oh. That was close. Victory. That was close. Will Poker saving us at the end there. Nothing but my spell and 2 of his units getting all the kills for us too. Bemabur getting the assists. Bemabur and Bun Bun's getting the scrolls. Actually, which way are we going here? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Just saving us all there, Will. Still waiting on our oil to heat up here. Let's see. I'll up the flame a little bit on this. Technically, I think Catalina has gotten me to drink the most on stream at this point. I mean, I've drank bottles of wine on stream before, but that was my own doing. This is all Catalina's fault. I don't know if you caught it, Catalina. Did you see that we're doing tacos next week? Bun Bun's redeemed tacos for the next week. So we're doing tacos all next week. I want this oil to be hot so I can do my frying. We were talking about how I'm doing Tuesdays now, and Bun Bun's wanted me to do tacos every Tuesday. And then she decided to redeem a week of tacos. Now you got me wondering what higher conversations you two have been having. I'm sure they've all been PG. PG-13? Or are we just going straight to X? Oh, okay. Fun. You're making me want to see who I can raid here because you're giving me ideas. Oh, it's Friday night, so Linus is on Twitch. Oh, there's a lovely couple that I would love to introduce you to, Catalina. I don't know if I've rated them while you've been around or not. But it is Friday. I do believe they start a bit earlier on Fridays. Don't see them yet. Maybe early still. Well, at least I know I'm not out of line when I finish my streams and I'm like, yeah, it's finally time I can take my pants off. Don't have to worry about other people seeing me anymore. Done going outside of the house for the night. Done streaming. I think I'm going to loosen this up first with a bit of lemon juice. Minus the seed. I'm wondering what's... I don't know if you heard that on chat or not. Did you just hear like some metal, like, bow from the temperature change? I've got something around here that's been, with the temperature change through the day, the piece of metal has been flexing enough that it does bong like a couple times a day, and I can't figure out what piece of metal is doing it to me so that I can stop it. Oh, Bun Buns, I'm definitely PG on stream. I'm gonna add a little Worcestershire sauce. These are just things I'm mostly just adding in here and add some liquid in here, but a little umami isn't gonna hurt us. I think the last thing is a little bit of water just to continue to loosen it up. Ooh, mommy. There, now we got something nice and loose. It'll be easy to coat our calamari with. And just because I feel like I need to use this for seafood, we'll pull out the like aioli ramekin here. Another 50, 75 degrees or so. Actually, should probably go 350 instead of 3. Rice is done by now, obviously. That's it, Catalina. Let someone else handle it. And just to keep the vote going here, if I can get Discord to capture, we do have everyone voting for ice for Wednesday. It's looking like I'm gonna have to use ice to make dinner and dessert here. I don't have crushed ice, folks. This is not going to be fun. My first thought is one that I'm probably not going to do. Even though I do have a grinder nowadays and I can make them, and I certainly will at some point. It's more of a, I want to do a project of them and not a one-night thing. When I think ice as an ingredient, I think hot dogs. Because certain things, when you're grinding them, you often grind them with ice because you don't mind the water, but you want to keep everything cold, especially with those grinding knives, or if you've got a buffalo chopper, you can generate a lot of heat cutting meat to create force meats. But I don't think I'm going to pull out the grinder to use ice. I don't know. I would love to make hot dogs on stream one day from scratch. That's quite the undertaking. It also takes some time waiting afterward, because you gotta, you can't just make them and eat them that same day. Thank you for the follow. Only got 3 more left until we get 1,000 followers, I think. Let me double check. Is that up to date? We only need 3 or 4 more followers to get 1,000 followers here, folks. Twitch is telling me it's 4. We're gonna do a giveaway here after we break 1,000. Make use of all those sprinkles everyone has. Snow cones? Another idea that comes to mind is I would absolutely love to own a Paco jet. They're incredibly more expensive than I want to spend. I mean, I think they're about $6,000. They're absolutely industrial. How many people out there have heard of a Paco jet at this point? I mean, they've been around for, I mean, their patents have expired, so they've been around over 20 years. So anyways, a Paco jet is essentially a very fancy ice cream machine. You can create all sorts of sauces, all sorts of purees, all sorts of blended items. What it is essentially a very fancy drill press. The creator actually created it, starting with the drill press. And you take metal canisters of solid frozen ice. Like, you can put the ingredients you want for your ice cream or whatever, but you freeze it into a solid block of ice. And that drill then slices it thin enough that it turns into an ice cream texture. It's a really cool machine, just really expensive. And certainly a unitasker, but making sauces and ice creams, you can do all sorts of stuff with that in that same vein. And so, yeah, and you can do things like you couldn't do normally with ice cream. Like, you can make ice creams without all the eggs, without all the other stuff in there. Catalina checking her sprinkles. As to the giveaway for sprinkles, I do try to make the giveaway... What I try to do with the giveaways is I try to make tickets available to anyone that's seen a decent amount of time. So anyone that's seen, like, over a stream in time, I'll set the sprinkles about at that rate. But those of you that have collected up sprinkles, you can buy a whole bunch of extra tickets at that same rate. And so I want to be able to allow everyone to join in. But those who've been here forever are going to get a few more tickets if they want. Yep, you can do gelato. You can do... I've seen it used for egg sauces that aren't like your typical hollandaise. It's sort of weird to explain, but you can do all sorts of stuff with them. Once you think about the idea of taking something from ice and then cutting it. Hey, you got enough to make a weekly theme, Will. Probably have enough to make a weekly theme and join the giveaway. With at least one ticket. Oh, come on, heat up oil. There's still only 270-ish, 280-ish. Let's see if I can actually pull that up and show it to chat. Actually, I don't think I want to. Secret conversations. Throw the fish in the oven. They're going to need 15 to 20 minutes here. Maybe we'll go with that for the calamari. We'll go with this for the fish. Take our coating liquid for our calamari. Throw that over here. It's got some heat. She's your cheerleader? I don't know why you need a cheerleader, Bun Buns. You're always cheering me on. You think it would be cool to do a hot sauce challenge? I don't. No one wins in a hot sauce challenge. No one. Of course, that's how you get all the interest. And you don't think I have issues, Bun Buns? Where's my... No. Staring at it and not realizing it's there. You're right, Bun Buns. I don't have. But... Sounds like a rental agency. We don't want to go forever with these. Just nice and crispy, light and lightly battered. in with the next. Fun buns. Perhaps. I don't mind chat winning. I'm just not interested in one-sided battles. How are we looking on stream raiders? Four minutes. Well, as I told chat before, I did the hot stuff back when I was younger. Of course, back when I was younger, you know, like habanero was hot. Yep. Yep, Merlin. I honestly think one of the things that sort of killed my interest is I went into a store. It was a very well-stocked spice store. And they were selling straight capsaicin. And it sort of killed my interest in the whole idea of trying to eat something hot when you can just get the straight extract out of peppers and put it in whatever you're cooking. Like, it was literally sold in like a medicine bottle. Alright, lid on our oil with the heat off. We got our lovely calamari here, all nicely fried up. We're going to toss all of this in with the coating liquid. And then just because I don't want all the sugar liquid with it, I'll strain off the extra juice. Just leave it dry. So to say. There we have our calamari. Got 3 minutes on our fish. Let's do our battle. Let's try doing haste this time. Calamari is amazing. Bill Poker getting those kills yet again. Just sweeping the evening with the killing. Lumino Helix helping us out with the assists. Catalina and Order getting the golden scrolls there. Ooh, gold. So we're going to leave this here tonight. We've made some lovely progress on our new theme there tonight. But we're getting finished. We're getting close to the finish here tonight, folks. We're just waiting the last minute and a half or so for our fish to finish up. So while we're doing that, let's get rid of our lime in with our rice. That's given all of its flavor up at this point. And there's our baked fish. And there we have dinner tonight, folks. Let's start with a photo of the calamari before I devour all this deliciousness. I've already taken a couple of pieces while I was waiting on the battle. Nice spice to that mayo. Umami, creamy, sweet, spicy, just great combo. Very happy with that. Very happy with those. There's definitely I think the coating for the calamari made it not as pretty as it could be. Certainly tasty with that addition of the glaze on there, though. Very happy with all of this. This is going to be delicious too. Let's give a bite of our fish before I break in to everything there. A little fishier than I expected. Perfectly yummy though. Great crunch from the topping. Doesn't really need a sauce or anything. Gonna be great with the lime rice. I love the lime rice hack. I love throwing a half lime in with my rice. Seasons the whole thing with citrus flavor. So where are we sending the love tonight? Where are we all going this evening? See if my good friends are on tonight. I do not see them. I would have loved to send them off to you after all the inappropriate talk earlier. But they're not on tonight, so we're going to call it here, folks. I'm going to be back here on Sunday. We're going to be doing more WoW food. Going to be doing peanut skewers. I forget what all else what all we have coming up here on Sunday. What we got coming up here on Sunday? We have peanut chicken, we have spicy veg chips, and chocolate cookies. All more WoW foods. What do you folks think? Do you think I passed making some WoW foods? I don't know what necessarily all the info that you guys have on all these foods. Hopefully, I passed in your eyes for accomplishing some WoW food. And one last check here before I start the raid. All right. I'm gonna send all you lovely folks off to go hang out with the lovely Rhino Lion. Oops. That was not what I intended to do. There we go. He's doing some pottery, he's doing some throwing tonight. He's not doing sculpture tonight, doing throwing tonight. I hope you go and you enjoy. It's another chill stream. You're gonna enjoy hanging out there if you enjoy hanging out here. I hope you all have a great evening. I hope to see you back for more WoW food on Sunday. And good night.